So what's up, guys? I'm just sitting here with Blackjack, and we're going to talk about this whole DeFi lending thing, and hopefully I'm going to do it in a better, more succinct way, because last time I took all these meandering ways about doing it. So first of all, if you guys like crypto stuff or you're just learning about it, subscribe to this channel. My goal in life is to get you engaged in the idea of this new version of stores of value and this new way of actually growing money for yourself. In this video, I'm going to address directly how we're using DeFi lending to help people grow assets for themselves. This is not financial advice. This is just educational stuff based on my experience. And you can either take this for what it's worth, or you can turn the video off. You can like the video, you can dislike the video, but don't do anything based on what I say, because what I say is not what you should do. I'm just giving you the option to execute some of those things, and I'll help you with it if you want to. And basically, Ethereum, as Mark Cuban once said, will enable people to be their own banker. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about being your own banker and getting better interest rates on things. Secondly, subscribe to this channel, because I'm not going to show you a bunch of charts. I will tell you that Ethereum should be going to $8,000 by the end of the year. Right now, it's sitting at about $4,700, $4,800. And the reason it's up that high is because, quite frankly, it's inflation. Goldman Sachs put out that memo, by the way. Goldman Sachs, the big, huge powerhouse financial company from Wall Street, circulated a memo last week, 2 weeks ago, saying that Ethereum should go to $8,000 by the end of the year. So anything that you have now, it's worth a lot more by the end of the year, it looks like. Who knows how high it goes? We'll talk about that in another video. That being said, what is DeFi lending? I'm going to try to get there faster than I did the last time, because people are emailing me, and everybody who's emailed me, I will get back to you today. And we'll start the conversation out. And I'm sorry that I haven't been able to get back to you. I have 10 other people that I'm helping with this, but they're like people in real life or people that contacted me because they already had my phone number. So we're working with them, and I'll work with you too. So DeFi lending is where you basically are able to grow your assets in crypto faster than if you were just to hold it. So it's important to note something, okay? You learn, earn, grow. That's something that somebody else taught me. You learn about crypto, then you go to a commercial exchange, and we'll get back to that in just a moment. The commercial exchange will allow you to exchange some kind of local currency, we call it fiat currency, and it'll allow you to exchange that for actual assets in crypto. So you might say, I want to buy $100 of Bitcoin today. They'll take the $100 from your bank account, and they will deliver you into $100 of Bitcoin. And over time, if Bitcoin doubles or quadruples in price, your $100 becomes $200, becomes $400. And if you got into this back in 2009 and you bought $100 of Bitcoin, your $100 of Bitcoin is worth $63,000 or $68,000 as of yesterday, whatever the price is today. Pretty good return, but it took you 12 years to get there, and it took the adoption of something that's not even fully adapted to the world to happen. So what do you do if you want to grow it faster now? And that's where DeFi lending comes in. So without me having a big, long story about the Ethereum network and how it's transitioning over, all you need to know is that imagine that your town was selected to be the new Las Vegas, but you only have a 2-lane highway. But you know that MGM Resorts International and Caesars Entertainment and Wynn and the Las Vegas Sands Corporation are going to start building, and the people will come. So they come to you and they say, you own property. We need to build this highway, this 12-lane superhighway, because you only have a 2-lane highway in your town. We need to build. We want you to lock up that property that you own for 2 years, and we're going to pay you a tax incentive every month starting next month after that happens. That's what's happening with Ethereum right now. They're transitioning their network to Ethereum 2.0, as they call it. They're going to be able to run more transactions and be even bigger and better and be more competitive with Bitcoin, especially for financial companies like Visa and Chase and PayPal, which I believe have all bought into the Ethereum network in some capacity. They need to do a big, huge highway. People are staking their coins. Now, there's only so many coins, and in this case, we call them Ethereum tokens. There's only so many coins or tokens for Ethereum that are available. They're staking large groups of those. So far, 8 million have been taken out of the Ethereum supply, and that causes a problem for those commercial apps. Remember the ones I told you about? They're called commercial exchange apps. Coinbase, I'm going to use that as a perfect example. Coinbase has to deliver to their end customer. So if somebody sees on the news that MSNBC or Fox Business is reporting Bitcoin is up, and there's also an ETF, which means that the government's okay with this happening, and now the consumer has more confidence, they're going to go buy some Bitcoin. Why? Why'd you even buy Bitcoin? You can't eat off of this stuff. Can't pay your rent with Bitcoin. That's the way I thought of it at first. Trust me, I've been there. I played the same mental game many of you are playing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but you know why? Because I go and buy a bag of frozen fruits from Walmart, and it went up $3 in the last month. Because the price of gas is $4.75 where I live, but just 2 months ago it was $2.75 or whatever it was. Because people see inflation hurting them and they want to invest in this stuff. So they go to Coinbase. Coinbase, a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange. They have one job. Remember that old joke? You got one job. Do it right. Their one job is when somebody wants to buy some Bitcoin or some Ethereum, they deliver it to the customer. Where do they get it from? They get it from a liquidity pool on the DeFi platform, decentralized finance. Liquidity pools are huge amounts where people loan money in and out, kind of like Wall Street hedge funds borrow money to make their purchases on Wall Street. They go to the liquidity pools that are worth, in some cases, $30 billion. And where do the liquidity pools get it from? They get it from somebody like me or you or that next person. Now, since people are staking Ethereum and taking it out of the supply, it's very valuable if you have some to lend. And that's the way money generally works. When you have less of something, the interest rates on lending it out are higher. And when it's commonplace, not as many people need to borrow it, the interest rates are lower. Hence why right now you can get a home mortgage rate for practically nothing if you have decent credit in the United States, because the government's printing lots of money and it's not a big deal and you get a low rate. But when the market's bad and the housing crisis is on, oh my God, mortgage rates are very high, and they adjust over time to hopefully adjust with, the cost of money. So that makes sense to you, makes sense to me. So as an experiment, I started doing this because my channel sponsor on Not Leaving Las Vegas, they were paying me in Ethereum. So, we had this a conference workshop where the head of the exchange recommended trying lending out $100. And wouldn't you know it, I lent out $100 to that liquidity pool and they delivered it to Coinbase. And by the time it got all the way back to me, it was worth $200. So I relent the $200 and it became $400. And now I'm about 6-7 weeks into it and I have $5,100 coming back to me. Holy smokes, artichokes. This is the opportunity that's in front of people right now, and a lot of people won't take it because they think it's a multi-level marketing scheme and they think it's this, they think it's that. And there are inherent, there's pratfalls that can happen off this. Like if you lent $100 and then the price of Ethereum somehow dropped because some bombshell report came out, it's never going to happen. But let's say it fell down and now your $100 is only worth $90. No problem, because you're still getting a return. And that's the thing about these cryptos. Like if you wanted to hold crypto, so you're at that middle part, learn, earn, grow, you're at the earning part where you're just holding on to it. If the markets slip, you're going to lose money off of your initial, but if you hold on to it, it grows over time. It's like the stock market. I'm kind of off on a tangent here, but this is the growing part of it. This is the part where you can grow your money. There's other ways to grow your money. You can become staked in Ethereum, but that costs 32 Ethereum coins, and that's a bigger investment than most people's houses in some parts of the world. So that's not for everybody. This is something that if you have $150 because there's some fees that the Ethereum network charges, I could probably get you help with. I can explain it better, but you're at 100% risk factor here because you could lose your money, because this is the way that cryptos work. They're not government regulated. You better be sure that you're going in with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about and who has a pedigree of actually doing it. But anyways, if you want more information, you'll email me. I'll get back to everybody who emailed me as well. And I hope to hear from you guys. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me, and I appreciate you guys watching. And if you're just browsing through, you like this video, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to stick around for more videos on crypto from a very basic level for the person who has been through a lot of what you've been through and who's now taken the biggest chance for the biggest transfer of wealth that has ever happened. I'm going to tell you that right now. Blackjack is sleeping. He's happy. Let's wake him up. Say hello. They don't care. He doesn't care. All right, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching. Leave us a comment below. We got to go. 3, 2, 1, and click.